I'm Gema Ramirez, the owner and founder of the Consciousness Academy and one of the co-creators of the Woman 5.0 movement that we're taking around the world. Today, I want to tell you a story that happened only last night, and it made me think, as usual, about what we do, what the mission that we have in life. I was working on my computer at home, and it was late at night. I was almost getting ready for bed, so I was thinking of turning my computer off and go to bed, when suddenly I heard this very loud buzzing sound. And I looked around, and suddenly I saw something flying around, and I thought maybe it's a bumblebee, one of those queen bees. She's looking for a place to create another nest, so I'm going to help her out. So I was waiting for her to settle somewhere and do the thing that you do with the glass, that you put the glass on top and then the piece of paper at the bottom, and then you can take the bug out without harming it. But she wasn't settling anywhere, so I waited and waited, and the buzzing went on, and suddenly she came to the other side of the room where I was sitting, and I could see it. Oh my God, it was huge. It was a huge wasp. I've never seen anything like it. Probably 3 or 4 inches long, and I'm not exaggerating. And suddenly I got a bit tense, because bees don't do any harm to you unless you do something to them. But I'm not sure about wasps, and this one was very huge, and suddenly I started getting these thoughts about, oh my God, I'm here in the middle of nowhere. If this thing bites me, what's going to happen to me? All that in a second, and I got scared for just a second. But suddenly I realized, well, she is probably as scared as I am, because she just got trapped in this house, and she just wants to find her way out, and she's bumping all over the place, trying to find the way out, and she's probably very stressed. And she's the one who's scared. And then I felt very compassionate about the poor thing, and I thought, okay, what can I do? There's no way I can grab her, because she's flying away next to the ceiling. So then I had this thought. I thought, well, if I turn all the lights off, because she's following the light, and turn the lights on the conservatory on, maybe I can take her out of the living room. So I did that. I turned the light on the living room on, went back to on the conservatory on, went back to the living room, turned the lights off, and immediately she came out and followed the light in the conservatory. So I closed the door to the living room. The next thing I did was to open the door of the conservatory to the garden, and then I grabbed a torch, turned the torch on, put it outside, and turned the light off in the conservatory. Again, she immediately followed the light, so she just came out, and then I could grab the torch, turn it off, and close the door. She was safe outside, and I was inside ready to think about what happened, because what I just realized is that what I did was to turn the light on for her to find the way out. And that's exactly what we do as coaches, as healers, as mentors, as therapists, teachers, you name it. We turn lights on, whether it's a lamp, a fixed lamp for someone who needs constant support, or a little torch for someone who needs help stepping up 2 steps up, or a big lighthouse for someone who really needs to see the light. Whatever it is, that's all we can do. Be that light and turn the light on so that other people can see it, can follow it, and can find the way out from the darkness where they're in, from the fear where they're in, from the stress where they're in. And that's exactly what we do. And someone who comes to us in anger or in fear or with any other emotions, instead of taking it personally, what we need to do is understand that it's not about us, it's about them, the way they are perceiving the world or whatever is happening around them. What I always do, and maybe this might help, is to always take responsibility. I learned that from the Ho'oponopono technique, which is very powerful. Wherever you are, you take responsibility of whatever is happening around you. And then I look inside. Okay, if I'm here, I needed to see this, whatever it is. Let's say it's an outburst of anger from somebody. And why am I seeing this? Is there any anger inside of me? No, not really. I'm never angry. Okay, is there another emotion that I need to look at? And then I look at that inside of me and heal it. And as I heal it inside of me, it heals outside and it heals the other person. Other times it might be that I don't feel or I don't see anything within me that needs to be healed. Then I recognize that I'm in that situation for something different. So I hold the space for that person who's angry. I'm taking anger as an example, it could be anything. So you hold the space and observe and send peace to it. Peace is the highest vibration energy that we can send to somebody. Peace, love, joy, compassion. So I send peace to the situation. And from my inner peace, I come down and I observe how things around calm down as well. And then if you need to, once things are come down, if that person needs support or other people affected need support, then I can be there as a healer, as a coach, whatever it is needed. And that is being the light. That is being the light, pouring the light, and then being the light for those people if they need to see. And that's it. That's all we can do in this world to make the world a better place, to be our light. And as simple as it sounds, is the things that scare people the most. Most people are very scared of their own light. They recognize they are part of God, that they're all one, blah, blah, blah. But deep down, they're very scared of admitting that we are God, that we are divine energy, having a human experience. And that fear prevents them from being the light that they are. And I know because I have been there. And that we can help people with as well. Because when we recognize what we are here to do, who we truly are, then joy comes as a natural course of it. Once you embody your true nature, your true divinity, bliss and joy comes in. And I'm very grateful to this little book. I hope she's safe and sound and happy outside, because that realization came out. It's not that she told me something new, but she made me think about it. So now I'm going to be light even more consciously, knowing that just by showing the way, I can help someone came out of a tough situation or any situation at all, just by holding the lamp, just by turning the light wherever it needs to be turned, and turning the light off whether they need not to go. And at the end of the day, it is their choice. It was the choice of the book to choose the light and to come out. She could have chosen to keep in the dark, and she probably could have died of hunger, or we could have had a very long night, both of us. But she chose the light. She chose the quick way, which is the way that the universe put in front of us, the way of the light. So thank you, little bug, wherever you are. And thank you, everyone, for watching. And as always, just by holding your light, we are in the way to happiness, which is ultimately what we all want. So as always, keep choosing happy. Thank you.